Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Whiskey Talk with Mario. I have my whiskey poured. Do you? Today, we are sipping on Jack Daniels, keeping it classic. Smoked it a little bit with a fat ice cube in there. Perfection. Doesn't get any better than Tennessee whiskey. We're also going to be smoking one of these Al Capones. I'm trying out this flavor for the first time. Jamaican Blaze, and it's rum flavored. So, perfection. All right, guys. So now that I got the whiskey and I got the little cigar, we can start this podcast. All right. So let's talk about the election. That's just a few days from now. Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. God forbid I say Kamala because all these liberals are going to jump on me. It's Kamala. Say her name right. Oh. Kamala, right? God, now I'm confused. Kamala Harris versus Donald J. Trump. Guys, I really don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. It's I'm very nervous to see where this is going to go. I don't know if Trump is going to win. I want him to win, obviously. I'm a Trump guy. I'm a conservative, voting Republican. But I just don't know, man, because it's hard to tell. They both have a lot of support. Kamala has a lot of support from apparently from white women. Apparently, white women are coming out in large amounts of numbers to support Kamala Harris. Which last election, they were the ones responsible for Trump winning. Well, not the last election, the one against Hillary Clinton. They mainly supported Donald Trump, and they were kind of apparently the reason why Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton. But will it make a difference this time around? You guys think that this whole election, the future of our country depends on white women, white suburban women? I don't know. It's really hard to tell, and it's suspenseful as fuck because we don't know where the United States is gonna go for the next 4 years. Right? This can make or break the country because we are in a very sensitive place right now. I know if you're on the left, you're listening to this and you go, God, you're rolling your eyes and you're saying, this guy's just full of propaganda. He listens to Fox News. He listens to all these conservative talking heads. But here's the thing. Okay. You guys know, if you've been following my podcast for a minute, you guys know I was a devout Democrat. I was a liberal, consider myself a progressive. But I immediately found that all these policies that progressives push for, all these policies that Democrats, liberals push for, people on the left, they do nothing but harm the average person who's apolitical. Maybe you're enjoying it. Maybe you're enjoying the fact that, hey, criminals are getting away with shit nowadays. You're enjoying the fact that, hey, there's millions and millions of people just rushing the border and getting across, and they're just living amongst us. If you're liberal, maybe you like that. Maybe you're okay with that. Maybe you're okay because maybe you don't work. Maybe you don't have a job that you've lost to an immigrant. Now check this out. You know that South Park episode? They took them down, but took them down. They took our jobs. People make fun of that, and it's all white people. Took them down. Well, what if I told you that there's people who are of all colors, of all races, of all religions, who work for unions, who work for construction companies, who sometimes lose contracts to contractors who hire only immigrants, only illegal immigrants, because they want to pay them less? What if I told you that this whole thing about people losing their jobs to immigrants or illegal immigrants is not bullshit. It's actually true. What if I told you that maybe there's something to that argument? Maybe there's something to that sentiment. Maybe they didn't just pull it out of their ass and start bitching and complaining about losing their jobs. Because guess what? Immigrants, they grow up rough. I mean, people from Mexico, from Guatemala, they grow up rough. They grow up doing construction since they're like 10 years old. They come to this country and they fucking, sometimes they're willing to do a lot more for less pay. And you know what? Kudos to them. I have no hate for them. I 100% respect it. The only problem is that if in America we want good wages, we want good benefits and all that shit, we're competing against people that don't give a fuck about that. They just want enough money to send back to their family and feed their whole fucking tribe out there, or their whole village, or whatever. Again, I'm not hating on that. I respect the hustle. I'm just saying, you guys can have both, you know, kindness to immigrants and at the same time have good wages, have good benefits. It's an oxymoron basically. So some people say, well, if you make them legal, if you give them papers, if you give them documents, then they would qualify for higher wages and stuff. Dude, so you're just gonna legalize millions and millions of new people. You're just gonna give everybody rights, everybody papers, so come on, come one, come all. Everybody's welcome to the United States of America. Come here and fuck it. Fuck everything we've built. Fuck the cultures, the little ecosystems that we've built. Just come and fuck it all up. It's amazing to me how these liberals can sit there and call us racist. Call me a racist. Bro, I'm fucking Hispanic. I'm dark as shit. How the fuck am I going to be racist? Get it through your head. How the hell am I going to be racist? I'm dark as shit. I have nothing against people that look like me, or, Venezuelans or Mexicans. I have nothing against my own people. But what I'm saying is, hey, listen, I was born in this country. I didn't choose to be born here. I was conceived here. I was born here. I was raised here. I know nothing but America. I don't know Guatemala. I don't know Mexico. I don't know Venezuela. I don't know Colombia. I don't know anything but the U.S. I don't know anything but California. Well, thanks to the military, I know other states and shit and other countries. But I'm saying, this is my culture. This is where I was raised. This is all I know. I served in the U.S. military, right? I've been a public servant, meaning I've worked in federal jobs. I worked in government jobs. I've dedicated my life to serving the country, serving the community in different aspects. So I have no connection to people that come from other countries other than my parents being from another country. Damn, these cigars. So culturally, I'm American. Okay? Now you wonder, okay, who are the actual Americans? Like, are only white people Americans? Are they the true Americans? Are only Native Americans Americans? No. Everyone that's in this country has come from somewhere else. No one fucking evolved in this land. People fucking migrated. If you want to go back. Okay, thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of years, okay? People have been migrating to this land. No one is native to this land. No one is. You know what makes you American? Becoming part of the American culture. All right, becoming part of it. We do things different here. Guess what? Stop signs. You're supposed to stop at a stop sign. You go anywhere else around the world, that shit is just there as a suggestion, right? In America, we stop at red lights, or we're supposed to. All right. In America, we do things a little bit different. All right. We have a different culture. Immigrants that come here and assimilate and they do things right, they do things legally, they love the culture of America. Okay, we believe in our Second Amendment rights, our First Amendment rights. We have all kinds of fucking rights. Immigrants who come and assimilate to that and they do things right, all respected. My hat's off to them. Okay, but not every immigrant does that. You know how many immigrants come, and I've heard myself personally because I grew up around a lot of immigrants. I'm from LA. I've heard so many immigrants that came to this country are were on government uh, programs, food stamps, you name it, and they still had the audacity to trash this country, to say, "Oh, this country's full of shit, and the people here are full of shit." Then, motherfucker, what are you doing here? If it's full of shit, if you don't like it, why the fuck aren't you over there where you like it? You know what I mean? I used to take that shit personally because I'm from fucking California. I'm from LA. And I used to be like, wait, hold on a minute. So you're saying LA is trash, is garbage, which I agree, but only I can say, shit, motherfucker, I'm from LA. I can say that all day long. But you came from another country, sat your ass right here. You're working here. You've been employed in LA. You've been given all these fucking government programs in LA, and you have the audacity to say fuck LA. Motherfucker. It's because we let people in like you. We let people like you into the country. That LA is going to shit. That California is going to shit. That all these sanctuary cities are going to shit. It's because we let all these people in. We just letting everybody in. Hey, can you breathe? Yeah. Can you see? Yeah. Can you fucking move? Yeah. Oh, come right in. Come right in. Here. Matter of fact, you know what? We'll give you a ride. Where do you want to go? I want to go to Cincinnati. Fuck it. Get on the Cincinnati bus. It'll be here at 4:30. Make sure you're there on time. We'll take you to Cincinnati. It's that easy. Anybody can come across. I mean, fuck. You've been hearing about Tren de Aragua from Venezuela. This fucking gang that's supposed to be terrorizing people in different states. They're supposed to be worse than Mara Salvatrucha. I mean, come on, guys. When Trump becomes president, everyone pack your bags, get your shit. I don't care. Listen, I don't care. People think I'm cruel. People think I am so cruel for this. And it's not that I'm cruel. It's just that I've had it with this bullshit. Okay? You say, oh, you're separating families, you're deporting. My guy, they're not supposed to be here. They broke the law the minute they jumped over the border. They swam across the river. They got here illegally. They broke the law. They were never supposed to be here. No one's separating their families. We're enforcing the law. What are we just gonna be a lawless country? Are we just not gonna give a fuck about laws? I guess everyone can come in as they please. There's borders for a reason. What do you think? Why should we be the difference around the world? Try to sneak into fucking Germany, dude. Try to go to Germany and be an immigrant over there. Try to go to New Zealand. Try to go anywhere else and be an immigrant over there. Dude, they will kick your ass out so fucking fast. But we have to be different. We have to be kind. Because we're different. We're special. We let everybody in. You know what my favorite one is? When fucking liberal Christians say, oh, well, the Bible says, love thy neighbor. It says welcome. What is it? Is this a verse about welcoming immigrants or something like that? You know what? At the time when that verse was written, times were very different. Hold on. There's a background noise. I'm trying to get rid of. Stand by. At the time when that verse was written, times were way different. None of this shit existed. But even then, they had walls. Even then, They weren't letting people just walk into their fucking kingdom, into their empire, whatever. They had walls. They protected themselves against foreigners, against anybody that came that would try to change their way of life or attack their way of life. What screwed over the Roman Empire? What screwed over the Roman Empire is them just letting anybody into the Roman Empire and then letting them break it from within. That's basically what's happened to the American Empire. It's being broken from within. It's not even from outside. We have a strong military. We can defend our borders. We can defend our foreign policy. We can defend everything. But it's happening from within. When Trump said, there was something that the Democrats were taking out of context, and they were milking this shit. When Trump said, he talked about the enemy from within, he would deploy the National Guard to stop rioters and stuff like that. And the Democrats took this as, Donald Trump would unleash the military on civilians. No. Hold on. You freaking hypocrites. Okay? Listen to me. The people that Trump was talking about. Now, when the whole BLM protests were happening and people were marching after the George Floyd situation, did you not see the same shit that I saw? Because what I saw was a bunch of rioters hurting people, killing people, destroying property. Okay? I saw a bunch of people that deserved to get their ass kicked. I'm sorry, and I don't give it. Actually, I am not sorry. They deserved to get their ass kicked. Because they were out there hurting people. I saw literal footage of them stomping people to death. Business owners. Because business owners were defending their businesses. Their hard-earned business. That's what Trump was talking about. These people, you know what? Me and a lot of people support sending the National Guard, sending the police, giving them all the backup that they need to put these people in jail, to put these people in cuffs, to lock them away where they deserve to be. Rioters, I have no sympathy for them. I don't give a crap what Democrats say. I don't give a crap what anybody says. Shut your mouth. This is going to be a country of law and order. Let's get Trump elected, ladies and gentlemen. We have to. We cannot be playing games. If you can vote, if you're able to vote, get out there, go to the ballots, and vote. All right? We cannot have 4 more years of this shit. All right? In California, if you live in California, Prop 36. Remember this Prop 36. Go to the ballot, vote for Prop 36. Look it up, Google it. Do your due diligence. Please, we need to put criminals in prison. We cannot be soft on crime. Look what happened in El Salvador. Bukele, he put all these criminals in prison. Now it is the safest country in the American continent. No mercy. Fuck. Human rights, motherfucker. The minute you kill an innocent person, the minute you hurt innocent people, the minute you're involved in any incident that hurts innocent people, you just relinquished all that. Human rights, my ass, dude. You have none of that shit. You go to prison. You're gone. You're out of here. I don't give a shit. There's no sympathy from me or a lot of people in America. We don't want innocent people hurt. If you're a criminal and you hurt people, you rob people, you steal from people, you do anything to the innocent, then you are getting locked up. That's what we want. We want law and order. That's what we want Trump in office, because we are not willing to accept chaos anymore. It's funny how they keep talking about January 6th. January 6th. Oh, the insurrection. Funny how, and Jimmy Dore said this, credit to Jimmy Dore, the insurrection, right? Funny how a bunch of Trump supporters, a bunch of Second Amendment supporters went to the insurrection and forgot to take their guns. They forgot to take their guns, ladies and gentlemen. What an insurrection without guns, right? What an insurrection. You mean the same insurrection where we saw federal police officers opening, uh, creating a path for them to walk in? The same insurrection where we saw federal police officers guiding them? That insurrection? Is that the one you're talking about? Because I didn't see any guns there. You say violent insurrection. Was there some violence? Yeah, there was some violence that broke out. And there were some people that got hurt and unfortunately also killed. Lost their lives. But you compare that event to the whole Black Lives Matter protests and the riots. You know what? It's not even equal. It's not even the same. It's not even on the same level. Because on one side, you have people hurting innocent people. On the other side, you have Trump supporters going to Capitol Hill, right? Going to the government and protesting the government directly. One side, they bully people, civilians. The other side, they go after the government. Hey, you see the difference? I need a refill on whiskey. Refill. Goddamn. I'm already toasty. Stand by. We'll be back shortly. All right. We are back. I got a little bit more Jack, but this time I added a little bit of Dr. Pepper Zero with cherry. Dr. Pepper Zero cherry. Yeah. Let me spark up another little cigar. Get this podcast going. Yes, sir. Okay. So let me wrap this topic up, because I'm getting a little heated. Look, all this to say, I care deeply about the immigration problem. Am I a hypocrite because my parents immigrated to this country? No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not a hypocrite. You know, my parents were, ever since they got their documents and stuff, they started voting Republican. They've been voting Republican since Ronald Reagan. Well, my mom, she's been voting Republican since Ronald Reagan. She's a conservative. She's a Christian. She's evangelical. I grew up Christian. I grew up evangelical. I only became liberal, atheist, and all that because I deviated when I went to college. Then I came back to my roots. Okay? I'm not a hypocrite because I'm from the United States of America. And I always say, falling out of a pussy anywhere in the United States doesn't make you an American. And these words I took from the great rapper Immortal Technique himself. That doesn't make you an American. There's more to being an American than just being born in America. I went out of my way to make sure that I was a person of service, a public servant, that I gave my time. I sacrificed my time and a lot in my life to earn the title of being an American. Okay? There are immigrants in this country that I respect more than people who are born in this country. There are immigrants in this country that I would trade 1,000 times for someone born in this country. Some people born in this country. Let me rephrase that. I don't hate immigrants. I have nothing against immigrants. My parents were immigrants. Okay, I'm a first generation American. But it is problematic. I don't care what the history is. It's problematic if there's a bunch of people running across the border coming to the U.S. illegally. We're not vetting people enough. We're letting just anybody across, and it's causing chaos in this country. That might be a big factor for who wins this election. I don't hate my people. I love my people. But I'm very critical of my people because I love my people. Okay, I don't talk shit about white people. I don't talk shit about black people. I talk shit about Hispanics. Well, sometimes I talk shit about black people too. I'll tell you why. I'm from South Central, right? I'm from LA. Hispanics and blacks in South Central, we grew up like this. Okay? So I consider them my peoples too, all right? They're my peoples. Hispanics are my peoples. Blacks are my peoples. All right, listen. We are fucking up so bad. We fuck up. I have no sympathy for anything that Hispanics and blacks say because we have every opportunity to get out of these situations, and yet we choose to dwell on the negative. We choose to dwell and stay in that negative mentality and not progress. Okay? That's why I'm very harsh on my people because of that. Yeah, do white people do a lot of stupid shit? Fuck yeah, they do. White people do a lot of dumb shit all the time. But I'm not worried about white people. I'm not worried about what they do. I'm not worried about Asians. I'm not worried about Indians. Not worried about any of them. I'm worried about my people. I want my people to do good, assimilate, become part of the American culture, and progress, succeed. The opportunities are there. The stock market is available for you if you're brown or you're black or you're white. The stock market is available to you. Do your research. How do I invest? IRAs, retirement, life insurance. Oh, well, I can't get a good job. Well, motherfucker, did you go to jail? Are you a felon? Whose fault is that? Did you rob somebody? Did you hurt somebody? Did you kill somebody? Whose fault is that? Did you do domestic violence? Whose fault is that? It's not the man. It's not the system. My buddy, it's you. Does that make sense? But it's not the end of the world. You know how many felons I know that started businesses after they got out of prison? How many felons I know that have become successful business owners or entrepreneurs? Listen, that is no goddamn excuse. You live in America, the land of opportunity. Immigrants are flooding this country. They're running towards this country. And you take that shit for granted. The American dream is here for you. For you. And you're not taking advantage of it. You're letting other people come over here and take advantage of your American dream. What can I say? It is what it is. I mean, you people astonish me. Damn, this. But hey, it is what it is. Now, I know you guys saw that whole Tony Hinchcliffe. Okay. Tony Hinchcliffe. If you guys don't know who he is, if you listen to my podcast, you probably know who Tony Hinchcliffe is. He's the host of Kill Tony. He's a friend of Joe Rogan. I'm sure you know who Joe Rogan is. If you're listening to this podcast right now, you know who Joe Rogan is, the number one podcaster in the whole fucking world at the time, at the moment. Well, his friend Tony Hinchcliffe, he has a show called Kill Tony where he lets unknown comedians come in and do a bit for a minute and then hopefully get famous out of that. Okay. Tony Hinchcliffe is a roast comedian. He's an offensive comedian. He's a guy that goes and he says offensive jokes about people, joking around. Okay, it's all humor. And people laugh. And people go, oh, Okay. So somehow he was invited to a Trump rally. And Tony Hinchcliffe went off the fucking rails. He made a joke that offended a lot of pussies. Okay, I'm going to stop using the word pussy. All right. A lot of sissies. Is that more PC? Do you guys like that better? It offended a lot of sissies because he said, there's a floating island of garbage. I think it's called Puerto Rico Oh my God, the backlash, okay? All these fucking liberals are saying Trump is a Nazi. He thinks Puerto Rico, first of all, Trump didn't say it. It was Tony Hinchcliffe that said it. But okay. I did a little bit of research. I found out. I didn't even know this until the whole Tony. By the way, you fucking liberals, Tony Hinchcliffe just made a lot of people aware of this problem. Nobody knew about this issue until Tony Hinchcliffe brought it up. By the way, you fucking environmentalist, hypocrite sons of bitches. I didn't know that in Puerto Rico there's a landfill problem. There's an overflow of landfill. Tony Hinchcliffe was being environmentally responsible, environmentally conscious, and he was spreading the word that there's a problem in Puerto Rico with landfill overflow. I didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know this. Tony Hinchcliffe just told us this. Now a lot of people know on social media. I'm sure like people who follow that shit. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. But Tony Hinchcliffe made a joke. And these people fucking took it and ran with it. But let us not forget that at the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, they invited, what's that lady's name? Megan Thee Stallion to go perform. And she's on stage, shaking her ass, twerking, acting like a goddamn stripper, singing inappropriate lyrics for a presidential, presidential event. I don't know what to call it. Okay? For a very important presidential event, the DNC. They invited this woman to go and she starts twerking on stage. She starts twerking in front of national television, in front of the world, singing all kinds of stupid lyrics. Have you ever heard Megan Thee Stallion rap? She has, how do I keep this PC? She has single digit IQ. Let's put it that way. This is what they called to the DNC to represent America in front of the world. The world, fucking Russians, Chinese, Iranians, they were watching this shit and they're going, what the fuck? Oh, that's what America's about? Oh, okay. Say less. All right, easy day. We gonna do whatever we want with this country because they are no longer the world power. They no longer represent themselves as strong and professional. Now they're just a bunch of idiots with single digit IQ twerking on fucking stage. That's what America is? No worries. Guys, America is done. But they're offended by a comedian who is making jokes, a roast comedian at that. His job is to roast people. If anything, whoever invited him to the rally, to the Trump rally, they fucked up, all right? They made a big mistake. It is what it is, all right? They didn't think this shit through. Whatever. But I know a lot of Puerto Ricans that I don't know them personally, but I've seen them online sharing their opinion. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans who don't give a fuck about that. They're like, I'm not offended. I don't give a shit. Didn't hurt my feelings. In the same clip, he made fun of Jews. He made fun of Arabs. I mean, my boy, he was just roasting everybody. He does what he does. He's a roast comedian. He was doing his fucking job. Guys, this is America. This is where what we come to. Just a bunch of sissies, a bunch of liberals, a bunch of softies. A bunch of softies. I don't even know where we're going. Hopefully Trump's, I pray to Jesus, please come through and let this man When Trump, you know what's crazy about Trump? It's not even Trump. Like I like Trump's cool, but it's not even him that I'm excited about. I'm excited about J.D. Vance, his vice president, RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Elon Musk, even Tucker. Let's throw Tucker Carlson in there as part of the team. They got Dana White as part of the team. All these people that are in Trump's ear, they're good quality people. Okay, successful entrepreneurs. Okay, we're talking about fucking intelligent people, brave people. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Tulsi Gabbard, who's on the. Trump just created the Justice League of America, literally Justice League of America. Tulsi Gabbard. If you don't know who Tulsi Gabbard is, dude, look up Tulsi Gabbard. She's a fucking badass. She ran for president as a Democrat in 2016. Okay, was it 2016? No, it was. I think it was 2016 or 2020. One of those two. All right, she ran for president. Let's just put it that way. And she left the Democrat Party because she real soon found out that the Democrat Party is full of shit. This is a veteran. She was a combat medic. She was in the National Guard. She deployed overseas. She went to the Middle East. She did her job while she was still serving as a congresswoman. Tulsi Gabbard is a fucking badass. There's countless videos of her out there doing rucks, doing 3-gun. If you guys don't know what 3-guns, if you're not into guns, 3-gun is where you take 3 different types of guns and you run an obstacle course and you shoot and you practice. She's a fucking badass. Let's just put it that way. Okay, she's now at what I'm excited about. Her whole policy stance is she wants to stay out of foreign wars that have nothing to do with America. She wants to stay out of foreign wars. All right, she wants America to. My bad, my light went out. She wants America to be for Americans. She wants the American dream to apply to Americans. She doesn't want us out there in Central America fucking overthrowing governments because that has a forever wars. You know what I mean? She doesn't want any of that shit. She wants America to focus on Americans. That's Tulsi. I wouldn't call her an isolationist. She's more of a non-interventionalist. And I'm okay with that. RFK Jr., his whole thing is health. Make America healthy again. Maha. His whole thing is, hey, Americans are overweight. Americans are unhealthy. We're consuming a lot of garbage, a lot of chemicals. Let's make America healthy again. Let's go back to a time before autism was rampant in this country. A lot of chronic diseases were rampant in this country before all that happened. So now he's on the Trump team. Dude, I want that. Yes, let's go. Make America healthy again. He has J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance, have you heard J.D. Vance speak? I mean, this guy is a professional. He is clean cut. I am excited for him to be the vice president, and I hope he runs for president after. Dana White. All right, the epitome of masculinity. UFC, MMA, combat sports. All right, Dana White is on the Trump team. Tucker Carlson, another anti-neocon who believes, just like Tulsi Gabbard, in staying out of foreign wars, out of foreign affairs, spending our money, our American dollars on foreign wars that have nothing to do with us. Elon Musk, a fucking genius of a man. Is he going to get a position in Trump's cabinet? I don't know. I hope he does. But can you guys... He's so fucking good that NASA can't even keep up with him. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about right now? Trump just assembled the Justice League. Or the Avengers, whatever you prefer. Whatever the fuck you... Listen, I'm a DC guy. I'm not a Marvel guy. But for my Marvel guys out there, he just assembled the Avengers, if that makes you feel better. Either way, he has a super team backing him up. And I'm here for it. Guys, let's get out there. If you haven't voted, if you haven't early voted, did you see what's going on? In California, they found a bunch of ballots in the trash. A bunch of mail-in ballots were found in the trash. In other states, there's ballot boxes being burnt. Did you guys see what's going on? And we call Trump crazy when he says there's election interference. I mean, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just letting you know what's going on, all right? I'm just letting you know. There's some weird shit going on. But guys, get out there. Go vote. Okay? If you're tired of this shit that we're in, shit's expensive. Gas is expensive. Interest rates are through the roof. All right? Inflation is through the roof. We're not doing so good. Crime is through the roof. All right? If you're tired of all this shit, let's go back to when Trump was president. When Trump was president, gas was low. We weren't involved in any new wars. All right? Gas prices were fucking great. Interest rates were great. I mean, come on, guys. Let's go back. Fuck what your ideas are and shit. Let's go back to when time was. I had more money in my pockets. I was getting taxless. I don't know. I'm sure if you're a liberal and you're voting for Kamala, I'm not going to convince you. But if you don't know where to go, if you're kind of confused, please listen to me. Go vote for Donald Trump. It's not just about Trump. There's so many good people on his side, in his ear, advising him this time around. We must take the White House, and we must win, and we must make America great again. Make America healthy again. Make America stay out of foreign policy. I mean, not foreign policy. Stay out of foreign affairs. Do you understand what I'm saying? The stakes are high. Get out there and vote. It's your boy Mario. Whiskey Talk with Mario. Enjoying a good whiskey and a good little cigar. I've said my piece. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, if you're on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. Share the shit. Do all that good shit. If you don't like it, then talk shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk shit back. If you're on Spotify, hey, share this with your homies. Share this with your friends. Let them know. There's this crazy guy named Mario. He rants a lot, but listen to him. That's it. I'm out. Peace.
And this was another episode of Whiskey Talk with Mario.